Welcome back to the channel, everybody, today, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a Townhall 13 upgrade guide and what to upgrade in what order and how to use your resources. I'm going to walk through my plan of what I'm going to do, and hopefully this is going to help you when Townhall 13 does release. Alright, so you guys might see from the title of wondering how many gems will it cost to upgrade to Townhall 13. Well, I'm going to go through the guide of exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to upgrade everything. And at the end of the video, and if you guys stick till then, you guys will see how much it will cost you if you just gem completely from start to finish, all the resources, all the time, everything on Townhall 13. You'll see how many gems it will take, and I guess how much that will actually cost you if you wanted to do it. So stay tuned till the end of the video to check that out. You guys might notice I'm still out here in Poland. I'm getting ready for the Townhall 13 live stream. And what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys an upgrade guide here for Townhall 13. And I want to walk you guys through exactly everything between how much gold, elixir, dark, and the order that I'm going to do everything in. And I think it's going to help quite a bit. And then definitely let me know what you guys think of this. So the big thing is, let's take a look at how much gold, how much elixir, how much dark I have. I have 65 million gold, I have 43 million elixir, I have 1.4 million dark elixir, and this is because of the packs that were from the Black Friday deal. And so if you're watching this quite a bit later, obviously those packs are no longer available and you can't get them. But this is for the people that did end up getting it. And then you can also use this guide for upgrade order that you might want to use yourself, or you kind of can think about it. So the first thing I want to do, well, is let me go ahead and grab that 6 builder, because I just did unlock that 6 builder here. So now I have 6 builders from the builder base there. So now that is definitely going to be really important. So 6 builders here. And then what I'm also going to do is go to my town hall. Let's check out how many kind of magic items I have. So I have 4 books of fighting here, 5 books of building, 5 books of spells. I have 7 books of heroes, 5 books of everything. And then I have 1 hammer of fighting, hammer building, and hammer spells. So, and then 25 wall rings, which I can use on walls as well, but that's not too big of a deal there. So, and then I have 2 runes of gold, elixir, and dark. And I'm assuming there's going to be a Townhall 13 pack, which will probably come with a Royal Champion. I'll probably end up getting that, but I'll get to that a little bit later. But this is also really important to note, because this is going to come in handy when I'm planning out all of the upgrades. Alright, so now I've opened up this sheet that I have the cost of everything. So like the Town Hall, gold storages, clan castle, laboratory, workshops, barracks, Teslas, defenses here, so you can see how much they cost from gold to elixir to dark elixir for troops and everything. So if you guys want this sheet, I'll link it down in the video description as well in like a Google Excel, so you guys can have that and you guys can use it however you like. So this is just the cost. This is not the order, right? I know there's numbers right here, but this is just, I just put it in an order like this. It's not the order that I'm going to upgrade everything. I just listed things down, and so you guys can see this here. So now what is going to be the upgrade order, right? So let me go ahead and bring you guys here. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to be this Town Hall. This is on the dev build, so you guys, the live build will be out hopefully pretty soon. Who knows? But this is going to be me going through kind of what I want to upgrade in the order. So first things first, let me go ahead and actually bring this up. I'm going to go to my upgrade order sheet here, the tab, and then here we go. So let me go ahead and scroll to the right a little bit. So this is going to be basically me coming in with using a gold pass. So like I'm gonna have to get that 20% off for the gold pass, and that's what it's gonna be. So first things first is going to be the Town Hall 13, right? You can't do anything without that. So I'm gonna go ahead and have the Town Hall 13 here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm gonna use my 12 million gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's say I had 12 million gold, right? So I'm just gonna do that for right now. And then what I'm gonna use is I'm going to use my book of my book of building here, so which is what I'll have to use. So I have one of those, which means I'll have a few left over, right? So I'll use a book of building to finish off the Town Hall 13. Okay, so now I have just done the book of building. What is the next thing on my list here? Next thing is going to be, okay, so I'm going to do my Town Hall 13 level 2. So I'm just going to do with gold, so I'll have plenty of gold left. So if I actually go back to here, and then I kind of went like this. So I go into here, and then I go over here. So this is where I started with, right? I started with 65 million gold, 45 million elixir, and 1.4 million dark, right? So if I go and take away the 12 million, roughly around that. It won't be as much because I'll do the gold pass. Then I'll have 55.4 million elixir left there because it's going to be cheaper. It's not the actual full 12 million. So I'm taking 20% into account. So then I use the book of building, and now I'm going to do the town hall, the next level, and that's going to cost I'm going to have 45 million gold left over. So I'm going to go ahead and actually upgrade this again, and then I'm going to actually let this work, right? So this will actually take, let's take a look at how long this is going to take. So this is going to take me, what is it going to be, 8 days with the 20% gold pass. So I'll let that go for 8 days, right? So that's the plan for this. So what is the next one? The next one is going to be the laboratory. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the laboratory, and I have what's 45, I believe I had 45 million elixir here. Yeah, so at the very top, I had 45 million elixir. I don't think this ended up actually being anything. Oh, it actually was, so let me go back there. All right, whatever. I'll just leave it there. But I started with 45 million elixir. Now I'll have 37 million elixir left over. So that will be the laboratory. So I'm going to go ahead and plan on upgrading the laboratory. And then I'm going to use a book of building. So let me go ahead and grab a book of building so that I use it here. Alright, so let me go ahead and use this book of building right here, and it's going to finish off the laboratory. So just like I have noted, I'm going to use my second book of building on the laboratory right here. So that's going to take it. Next thing is I'm going to use a book of building on the clan castle. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the clan castle here, but the thing is, right, if I go ahead and try to upgrade the clan castle right now, I don't have enough gold, right? You would have to upgrade your gold storages, but if you have the 20% off gold, or for the gold pass, you'll be able to upgrade the clan castle without needing to upgrade gold storages, which is a huge deal, and that's why it's really important. So I'm just going to use the hammer of hammer of building right now because you don't need those gold storages technically, but I'm just going to kind of pretend it was like a book of building because instead of upgrading the gold storages right there. So I would use the book of building to upgrade the clan castle. I would use my gold anyways to do it, which would, if I scroll over here to the left, how much would it cost? So the gold, it will cost 11.2 million gold to upgrade the clan castle. So that's exactly what I would do because I would be able to do that because it's 12 million because of the 20% off. So clan castle is next. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going ahead and get the scatter shot. Alright, so here is the scatter shot, and this is what I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know if there's going to be a scatter shot royal champion or something inside, let's say a Townhall 13 pack. So this could change my planning, right? So if that is, I'm probably going to get that Townhall 13 pack if it comes with a royal champion, a scatter shot and whatnot, and it'll change the order here. But right now, this is just, I'm going to continue in this order, but it's going to cost 15 million gold. But if you have the gold pass, it might be cheaper. I don't know unless it's fully 15 million gold from the actual store. So that is something I don't know. I'll have to check out. But if it's not 15 million gold, then I'm going to have to kind of play around with this because there's no way I'm going to be able to get it unless I have over 15 million gold because of this. We'll see how it works. But I plan on getting the scatter shot right here. So then that will go ahead and grab. So then that will go for what, 15 days here. So I'm going to actually let that go ahead and upgrade for now. But if I can get it in a kind of a deal, I'll end up getting that, and that'll be a little bit better. And so now what is the next plan here? So I plan on getting the scatter shot, then I plan on upgrading the eagle artillery here. And so then I will go ahead and start this eagle, and it won't be 18 million, it will be cheaper, right? So I'll be able to upgrade it technically right now because I did end up actually getting the gold storages just for this. But with the gold pass, it will be cheaper. And how much cheaper will it be? So let's see, if I go ahead and get the 20%, it doesn't really matter for 20%, but anyways, I should still be able to get it because I have over the limit of the storage capacity at the moment. So that's the order. So next up after the eagle artillery is going to be the royal champion. But then I have here, I'm probably going to go ahead and buy the pack that it's going to come with, but if not, it's going to cost about 120,000 dark elixir to get. So I ended up taking 120,000 or a little bit less because it wouldn't cost that much with the 20%, I think. So I'll get the royal champion. So let me go ahead and grab that. Alright, so here is the royal champion right here. So I'll go ahead and finish the royal champion. And there we go. So that would be a level 1 royal champion. And you can see that she does take the dark elixir in order to upgrade. So that is the royal champion that I'll have. So then what is after royal champion? Well, then I'm going to get royal champion to level 2, and then I'll probably end up actually gemming that because it won't cost that many. It'll just be maybe 100 or a few hundred gems to end up actually doing the Royal Champion there. So I'll get the Royal Champion to level 2. Then what I'm going to do, well, let's see. So now next up, I'm going to go ahead and do the Barracks, right? So here is the Barracks. I'm going to go ahead and do the Yeti right here, and then I'm going to use, what am I going to use on it? Well, I'm going to use my Book of Building. So this is going to be my 4th Book of Building here that I have labeled. And so let me go ahead and use my Book of Building on the Barracks so I can unlock the Yeti. Alright, so after I unlock the Yeti, what is the next plan? So I'm going to scroll down here. Oh, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get upgrade the Yeti to level 2 and maxed out level 3. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to use a Book of Fighting for 1 and a a Hammer of Fighting right there for the other Yeti, because at this moment right here, I should have 33 million. So up at the laboratory at 37 million elixir. Now I should have 33 million elixir. Now unlocking the Yeti, the first one will bring me down to 24 million elixir left, and then the Hammer of Fighting, it won't cost me any elixir because it just automatically finishes it. So let me go ahead and go to the laboratory since we have it finished off, and then I'll go to the Yeti here, and I ended up getting the Yeti right there for the level 2, and now I'm going to go ahead and use the Hammer of Fighting for the level 3 Yeti. So now the Yeti for me will be maxed out level 3, which will be really nice. So what's next on the list to upgrade? So that's Yeti level 2, level 3. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the E-Dragon and use another Hammer of Fighting. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up the E-Dragon here, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Hammer of Fighting on the E-Dragon. And because what I'm going to do, so I had the 1 Hammer of Fighting from that, I'm going to go ahead and unlock the next Hammer of Fighting because I already got it, which was over 7 days ago, so I can use 2 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off the Electric Dragon right there. Alright, so after the E-Dragon, next up is going to be, let me go and scroll down here, is going to be the Bowler. So let me go ahead and upgrade the Bowler right here. I'm going to use a Book of Fighting on it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the Bowler off. And now I'll use my Book of Fighting. So now I'll have a maxed out Bowler. Alright, so what is after the Bowler? I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the Balloon. I'm going to use a Book of Fighting on the Balloon here. Or, I mean, in the dev build here, it's just going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and gem it up there. But that's a Book of Everything. But I'm going to use my 3rd Book of Fighting on the Balloon, so I'll take care of that guy right there. Next up is going to be the Heal spell, and I plan on using the Hammer of Spells on the Heal spell here. So, because I already have all of them unlocked, so the Heal spell is next. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Heal spell, and I'll use the Hammer of Spells, something like that, on that. So that will take care of the Heal spell right there. And then I'm going to use another Hammer of Spells on the Jump spell. So let me go ahead and upgrade the Jump spell right here. Go to the Jump, and then I'm going to go ahead and let's say that's just the Hammer of Spells right there. So don't worry, because I'll have 2 Hammer of Spells because I'll use my medals that I just got to unlock it as well. So I'll use those 2 spells, or at least I'll wait a little bit if I don't have the ability to get that second jump. So that will just be a little bit later. So next up I'm going to upgrade is going to be the Hogs. I'm going to use my Book of Fighting for my 4th Book of Fighting for the Hog Riders. So let's go ahead and go over to these Hogs, and then I'll go ahead and upgrade them right there. And then let's just say I finished them with the Book of Fighting there. So after the Hog Riders, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Healers here. So I'm going to use my Book of Everything on the Healers. So let me go ahead and go through here. Let me go and grab this to here. I'm going to go and grab the Healer, and then I will use a Book of Everything because that's what I'll have. And it's going to force you to use a Book of Fighting before Books of Everything because that's just what it forces you to do in the laboratory. So I'll use my Book of Everything on the Healer there. And so what is the next objective? So after the Healer, I'm going to do a Wall Breaker. So I'm going to actually farm up the Wall Breaker because if I'm going through here, you can see on the left, let's go through here on the left, there'll only be about like 1.4 million elixir left over after the Healer, and so I won't have enough for the Wall Breaker. So I'll have 1.4 million elixir at this point, so that means the Wall Breaker will cost 14, but it'll be probably a little bit cheaper there. And so then what I'll do is I'll end up actually just letting this Wall Breaker just upgrade with the Gold Pass. Obviously it's going to be a little cheaper, so my Wall Breaker is going to take its time and upgrade through here. All right, so wall breaker is I'm gonna farm up the elixir to grab my wall breaker right there. So that's gonna go through. Okay, so after the wall breaker, let me go ahead and see the next thing on my list. I have using the rune of elixir so that I can fill it up. So that's what I'm planning to do. I'm going to use my wall breaker. I'm going to farm up the wall breaker so I have like 0 elixir left over. Then I'm going to use the rune elixir to fill up that. Then I'm going to go ahead and get my warden to level 41. Okay, so the warden to level 41. Let's go ahead and go to the warden here. So he's the next down here. So I'm going to go ahead and use the elixir onto the warden right there. And I'm going to use a book of heroes on the warden to get him to 41. So that's what I have listed here. All right, so warden will go to 41 here. All right, and then I will farm with elixir and probably put and use it on a wall piece. That is the plan for right now. That could change definitely, but I don't know. I'll just put that in for now. And then I will farm some gold, or I'll use the gold from the top to get another wall piece. So I'll have 2 wall pieces right here. And then I will do the queen to level 66. Okay, so I'll use a book of everything. So I'll have plenty. I would still have about 700,000 dark elixir left over here. I'm gonna be curious to see how accurate this guide is gonna be. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the dark elixir right there, and then I'm gonna use the book of everything on the queen right here. So it looks like. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to use a book of everything because it's going to force me to use the book of heroes. So it looks like I have to use the book of heroes on my queen because right now on this build I don't have a second book of heroes. So this is actually going to have to be the book of everything or book of heroes. That's good to know. So I'll have to actually change this to the book of heroes as well. So this will actually be the book of heroes for 2 because I don't have the option of book of everything instead, since I'll have both. So I'll end up actually using the, let's just say I finish it off for level 66 queen there. So it will actually be a book of heroes because I'll scroll down, you'll see. So book of everything, I'm going to actually use a book of heroes number 3 here. So book of heroes number 3 right there. So now then I'll go ahead and get the queen to the next level. So that queen goes 67, 68. And then I'll do Royal Champion. So Book of Heroes, and then this will be Book of Heroes 4, right? Let me see if I have 4 books of heroes. That's the question. So do I have 4 books of heroes? If I go right, I can check my books. I have 7 books of heroes. Okay, so I have 7 books of heroes here. So I'll have to use, so that'll be book of hero 2, 3, 4, and then what I will do is, so I'll get the queen to level 68 right here. So that's the plan. So queen will go to 67, and then let's just upgrade her here, and then finish her off. So let's say that's a book of heroes, and then finish her off like this. Book of heroes, so 68 now. All right, so next up is going to be the Royal Champion level 3, and that's going to be using my 4th builder. So that's what also the numbers here. So if you see builder, so the Townhall will be using the 1st builder. The Scattershot's going to be using a 2nd builder, unless I get it. So I'll have to see. I'll have to play around with these. But then the Eagle is going to use the 3rd builder, and then this Royal Champion will use the 4th builder. So I have about 16,000 Dark Elixir left over. So I can go ahead and go to this Royal Champion, and then I'll upgrade her right here. And she's actually, oh, I should have upgraded her before to get her up a level, which would have only cost, what, 260 gems. So now I'm going to get her to get going up to the next level. So she's going to go like that, and that will be my 4th builder. So I will have 1 builder left over. I technically have 6 builders on my main account, so that's also really going to help. So next up, after the Royal Champion, I'm going to use the Rune of Dark Elixir to fill it back up to kind of max, because I want to then go ahead and get the queen to level 69 here. And I'm actually going to use the Book of Heroes 5 right there. So I'm going to use the 5th Book of Heroes right there instead of Book of Everything. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the get the queen to level 70, and it's going to be a Book of Heroes number 6. So queen will go to 70 right there. So I'm pretty much forced to use my Book of Heroes, and I'm going to say my Book is everything for the Warden. And so essentially I'll have to run through all of that. So queen will go all the way to max. So pretty much I'm going to have a maxed out queen right here. So she is going to be all done, at least the plan is. So if I go ahead and use this hammer here, she'll go to 69, and then you'll be able to finish her off to level 70. So that's the plan. So I'll get her to 70. Then I'll use the Rune of Dark Elixir. I think I'm kind of coming down to the end here. Yeah, so And then I'll use the Rune of Elixir to get the Warden to 42, and then I'll use a Book of Heroes number 7 on it. So this will be Book of Heroes number 7. So if I go ahead and remove all of this here, so pretty much this is going to be Book of Heroes 5, and then this will be 4 right here. So I'm kind of fixing some of this stuff, and then this will be, let's see, if we go in Book of Heroes number 3, and then Book of Heroes number 2 right here. So I have to go through Book of Heroes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I can use a Rune of Gold, and I plan on doing the Scatter Shot. So that's pretty much like almost like the first 35 items that I'm going to do. How I'm going to use all of the 65 million gold, like the 45 million elixir, and the like 1.4 million dark elixir. So I should have a maxed out queen, a 42 warden. I should have the healers, the hogs, maybe some spells done, balloons, bowlers, E-drag, Yeti should be max, barracks, I'll have 1 barracks, royal champion should be going up to like level 4, eagles, other scatter shots will be upgrading, clan castle laboratory, and the town hall will be upgrading as well. So that's kind of like the plan that I am doing so far. So then you're probably asking, what am I going to do next after this? Well, if I go ahead and jump into here, so I'm probably then going to be investing a lot of stuff into my Grand Warden. Yes, I know there is, if I go ahead and grab this, there is the workshop. Like you can upgrade the workshop here to get that siege barracks, but I'm not planning on using the siege barracks anytime soon right now. People will probably end up actually unlocking it so they can like donate it to me if I really need it right now. But my plan is to be really focused on the Grand Warden, so I'm going to be using all the rest of my elixir to kind of funnel into the Grand Warden, use my books of everything on him, do that. What else do I want to do? So I'll have all this upgrading, probably get some builder boosts going to kind of start pushing this stuff to get a little bit faster. And then this is where it comes in handy, right? So then you can go to kind of the cost of certain things, and then you can kind of figure out, all right, well, then you can upgrade some defenses. So in terms of defenses that I would probably want to upgrade next, it's really dependent. So I'd probably end up getting maybe some like Inferno towers done, some Wizard towers. I know you can like go based off weight, which you probably want to get like Archer tower or cannons first, because Archer towers, they don't go up. So like, actually, no, I might do the Teslas. I think I might definitely get the Teslas and traps up first. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Teslas, bombs, and seeking air mines. I'm going to do all my traps first, and then I'll get into the like other things. I just wanted my eagle to be done so I can have that all finished, because the eagle is pretty crazy. And then I'll start working on my traps, so like giant bombs, Teslas, and then air defenses as well. And kind of just start picking what you like and what you want. But I think this guide hopefully can help you guys if you guys had like 65 million like golds, like it's crazy amount of elixir as well. And then you guys also might be wondering like how much elixir, or not necessarily elixir, but gems would it cost to upgrade this to like a max Townhall 13. So that's what this over here is. We have gems, upgrades, finish, and then we have the days of how much it would be. So if you were to upgrade everything Townhall 13 using gems right here, it would cost like 3,500 right there for that first one, and then to finish would cost 2,000. So this is like using gems to just gem the resources and gem the time. And I went through here, and that's exactly what I did. Gem the resources, gem the time for all of these different upgrades is what it would cost you. And how much do you guys think it would cost in terms of gems? Well, let's go here. So in terms of gems, total gems spent would be 924,000 gems. That's with walls. Without walls will cost you 731,000 gems. Look at all those gems. How much gems would that cost you? And then how much would that cost in USD? With walls, that's pretty crazy. $7,200. So roughly around that. And then without walls, $5,700. So 1 million gems technically would be enough to get you to a fully maxed out Townhall 13. And then without walls, it would be about 731,000 gems. I mean, this is all rough estimate. This is kind of me just ballparking the numbers and the upgrades and the resource times that I was able to kind of see a certain amount. But that's pretty crazy, 7,200. But hey, some people might end up actually doing that if they want to get a maxed out Townhall 13 and not just use all gems. That's pretty crazy. But hey, all the power to them. Best of luck. But yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy this kind of upgrade guide, and that's kind of what I'm going to do. So that's the order I'm going to use. It's the order of the things I'm going to get, and then I'm going to do traps and then the defenses as well, and obviously keep doing my troops, and whatever troops you do use, that is definitely up to you of what you want to upgrade. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this video, and hopefully it helps you guys use your loot wisely going forward. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe down below for the daily content, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. CarbonFin signing out. Peace.